Hey Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for October 27th to November 3rd. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become part of our collective. Dude, are you seeing? Oh, and I'm using the reflective cards. Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. Oh yeah, baby. I love on the readings the Death card. Oh my God. Your whole world is changing, a whole new world. Some of you might be moving, some of you might be traveling, some of you may be getting a job of a lifetime that is going to require you to move from one place to another, or you could be getting an offer here unexpectedly that you have been, maybe some of you were like, oh, sure, it's never going to happen. Pluto, oh my God, you guys got double Pluto. Oh. I'm freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, bro. Talk about transformation. This is a huge transformation with respect to your finances, to your security, to your wealth. Oh Lord, heaven on earth. What do we got? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah, talk about it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. My advice to you this week, remember, don't even remember, embody. Embody the energy that you desire to attract in your life. Be in the essence of change. Like if I knew that I wanted to be in a relationship, I would navigate this world as though the relationship I have is already part of my life. I would like navigate my finances accordingly, my personal life, my schedule, my career, my eating habits, my diet, my life. I would navigate as though that's already a part of my life. That's what I would do. If I knew that I wanted to be selected to be interviewed or be a part of, I don't know, Vogue magazine or, be interviewed on TV, become a specialist of sorts, that kind of stuff. I would be in the embodiment of it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Ten of Pentacles to the Lovers, to the Six of Wands is you being so ridiculously successful when it comes to a particular pursuit of yours around your finances. Maybe some of you are joining me in the Quantum Wealth Activation webinar. It's a free webinar. It's happening on the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go sign up to my mailing list down in the description box below, or go follow me on Instagram. I'm talking about it over there a lot. It's also in the stories here on YouTube. This is huge. This is life-changing for you. The Hierophant, the Death, Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys, there's massive changes happening here with respect to your finances. Nothing can change if nothing changes. And you've been praying for a change. You've been praying for, the manifestation of that desire, of that goal, of that vision. You've been praying for, the ultimate, financial stability, the dream career, the romance. You've been praying for something, and Source is going, your commitment to your prayers is what ushers in the transformation. You got to detach, emotionally walk away, and focus on the pragmatism, on the ultimate desire, the ultimate goal here, the Queen of Pentacles. Look how focused she is on that money, honey. Right? She's focused on that financial stability, that financial security, that financial wealth. She's focused on that joy, that success, that abundance. She's focused on attracting that wealth, the stability, the security. That's where her line of sight is. And because her line of sight is there, she's understanding that some things are still working themselves out. And so there's no point to rush certain things. And then she's also understanding in other places where action needs to happen. So your job this whole week, especially because it's about your finances, maybe you're joining my Money Magnet workshop, where you're going to learn your astrology prosperity keys and attract cash flow with ease. Maybe some of you are joining or watching my videos here on YouTube about manifesting money, because there's moon to the sun, there's Ace of Pentacles, babe, there's all sorts of things here are transforming. All sorts of things here are shifting. All sorts of things here are calling in financial stability, financial wealth, love, luxury, sensuality. Okay, this is truly beautiful. This is truly an opportunity here of a lifetime with respect to your finances. to your career, your ultimate goals, to even like your public persona as well, Aquarius. That's how big this energy is. This energy is not, there's nothing minute about this. You have the Lovers, the Hierophant, Death. 3 major arcana here. A choice here has to be made with respect to your career and your finances. You're going to have to make a big choice here. Okay, a big choice. How do you want to navigate this? How do you want to look to the public? How do you want to deal with this, you know? The Hanged Man here in your love life. The Queen of Pentacles again, okay? Hold on, let's see. And the 9 of Cups, right? Like, this is your emotional fulfillment. This is your wish fulfillment. This is you attaining your goals. This is you focused on your success. Everything here is pointing to you reaching your ultimate desire, you reaching your ultimate goal. The Queen of Wands here with the Hanged Man, okay? The Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. Yeah, this is getting out of the illusions, getting out of the fears, getting out of the anxiety, trusting the process and sitting, especially in your love life, sitting in a place of empowerment. Like, whether you're single or in a relationship, Aquarius, this isn't a time for you to be in self-doubt, self-deprecation, in any sort of like lower octave frequency. You got lusting, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. Oof. Okay. Maybe for some of you, you're realizing, wait, I may like this person, but this person and I, you know, we can't build that 10 of Pentacles. You know, I remember I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and you know, I was saying how I was looking back on past relationships, and I was, because I'm studying synastry right now, composite charts and Davison charts. It's all like astrological compatibility in relationships and understanding how to like navigate the energies, right, of 2 people blending together, right, and what that looks like. And you know, the identifiers between like somebody long term and somebody not. For example, a really long term relationship I had, granted it was like, yeah, probably my longest, 4 years, there was no Saturn synastry. None of it. There's no Saturn. And even in our composite or Davison, we didn't have any Saturn aspects. So of course, you know, people are like, oh, you don't need Saturn for glue. You kind of do. Because what I've done is I've studied a lot of other natal charts and synastry of my friends and people I know who have been in like long-term relationships, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6+ years. My girlfriend and her partner, I think, have been together for like almost 20 years. There's Saturn's all over it. Because it's a binding glue, whether it's an easy aspect or a hard aspect, doesn't matter. It binds you together, right? And so it's really interesting to me when I'm learning this and I'm seeing, you know, lots of pop astrologers on social media will say, oh, well, it's amazing when you have 7th house aspects with your partner in synastry. Well, they fail to say that oftentimes that needs to be 2 ways. Oftentimes that needs to be 2 ways, because if you don't have 2-way 7th house synastry, the person who doesn't have that 7th house synastry with you, they won't commit to you as a long-term partner. So you might be looking at them as like, yes, this is my long-term, but they don't look at you that way. Right? And so there's these really fascinating dynamics that happen. And this is lusting here, non-committal sexual energy. I think it's a realization for you, specifically around your love life. Is this somebody that I can truly build with long term? And if it's not, then that's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with it not working out long term. You know, and then there's like these interesting aspects, like, you know, people are like, oh, Sun square Uranus is horrible, or Sun square Saturn is horrible. Well, like, love them or hate them, but like Harry and Meghan have Sun square Uranus and Sun square Saturn. Sometimes those aspects show up because it's 2 people that are born in like completely different parts of the world. Or it's a long distance relationship and ends up coming together. I think even like, what's her face? Prince William and Kate also have some of those hard aspects, right? What people consider like hard aspects. So really, this is all subjective, and I'm sharing this with you right now because I think a lot of you Aquarius are, you know, you're ruled by Uranus is your modern ruler, and so naturally the eccentric, revolutionary, non-cookie cutter, rebellious nature, right? Really like unique, different, right? A lot of actors will have Uranus aspects in their synastry and their composite, because what happens with actors or singers, musicians, creatives, they got to be away from their partner for prolonged periods of time. If you're filming a movie, you're gone maybe 3, 4, 6 months, right? So there is going to be that Uranus energy, that going away, that coming together, that freedom, that innovation, and that coming together, right? And so not everyone wants that like 9 to 5 cookie cutter, live together, breathe, eat, breathe, sleep, do everything together, not have distance. Some people actually thrive on having that distance in their relationships. And so my question to you, Aquarius, is what do you want? What brings you joy in your relationships? Because Source is saying one day, someday, somewhere, another time, there is a relationship coming in that's going to align with exactly what you want, Aquarius, not what people are telling you to have. You know, and I share this from personal experience because my family, you know, we're Spanish, we're Latina, I'm a Latina woman, and there's this idea that like you have to get married by a certain age, have kids by a certain age, go have like that basic 9 to 5, be a teacher, work for the government, like that very like traditional conformist life. And like, even though I'm very committed, when I'm in a relationship, I'm extremely committed to my partner, and I do want to get married ultimately one day, but like none of that like traditional crap, ugh, get out of here. Like, no, thank you, right? In Vedic astrology, I'm an Aquarius rising. Of course, I'm not going to like traditional stuff, right? And that's what I'm saying to you. Your family, the way in which you view your family dynamic could be very different than the way that's being projected onto you. And your job right now is to ask yourself, what type of family do I want in my life? What does family, commitment, legacy, tradition look like for me? Not what people expect of me. And that's where power begins. And that's where you're going to start manifesting massive change in your life. If you want to book a session with me, work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here is your quarterly reading to help you navigate the last few months of 2025. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.